I thought what I might do is just show you what I've got in my pack. As I've said, I'm a bit of a novice. I've probably got way too much, but yeah, until I sort of get a feel for things, I'll yeah, probably overcater rather than undercater. So anyway, I've got a couple of stuff packs for food. So I usually have one for my breakfasts and one for dinners. For this particular walk, I was able to have lunch before I left, and lunch is waiting for me in the car. So, but yeah, so I don't have to bring lunch. It's typically just a sandwich or a roll or a wrap. I have got some 2-minute noodles in there and some biltong, which I haven't eaten, but yeah, they're sort of a backup. I've got my sort of odds and ends pack, which yeah, I showed you last night. So yeah, there's got various bits and pieces in there, which is yeah, quite handy to have that nice and handy. Yeah, obviously got my yeah, sanitary. Well, got a little spade there and a couple of toilet paper and some hand sanitizer for, you know, when the inevitable arrives. So in terms of the sleep system, yeah, I've first time I've used this. This is an ultralight seat to summit. It's insulated. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful little system. About 400 grams. It's got this inflatable or inflating system, which is really good. Yeah, just a couple of about 4 puffs and it's done, and yeah, really good. This is my sleeping bag, Mountain Design, 650 loft. This is, yeah, really good, just under 1 kilo. I was really warm, takes me to -5, and yeah, really warm last night, so that really did the job. I've also got this Cedar Summit Thermolite reactor. I didn't sleep inside it last night, but I did have it over the mattress, just to sort of, so I wasn't sleeping on plastic. Yeah, and I tucked that inside my sleeping bag, but that was really good. About 400 grams, but yeah, so not too bad. Yeah, you're probably sick of me saying it, but yeah, Ultimate Goods. So this is the ultralight hammock. Yeah, it really packs down, really small. This is the bug net. That can actually go a little bit small, but that's super light as well. The straps for the trees, which work really well. Yeah, I've got this little pouch here, but I've got in here my little tent attic, which is really handy. I've learnt. In here I've got my brew kit. So I've got my coffee, my powdered milk, some tea. I've got a couple of sachets of miso soup if I so desire. I've got my PLB. So this is the Rescue Me version of it. Yeah, obviously just a safety precaution. And on top of that, I've got the Garmin eTrex 320, which has got the maps and GPS. I also use All Trails on my phone, which is pretty good. So I'm using both, but I think, you know, there's a level of preciseness on this that you probably don't get on an iPhone. If I was to start again, I'd probably buy one of those satellite units that can pretty much combine them, and probably end up being about the same price. So yeah, that's something I've probably learnt. In my knife, yeah, I've got Interactive, yeah, carbon steel. I think it's called a bushcraft knife. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, I've sharpened that up pretty well. Yeah, obviously being carbon, I've got to be worried about, or careful about rust. So yeah, keep that in good nick. In here, yeah, just toiletries and stuff like that. Yeah, toothbrush and whatnot. What else? Oh yes, the ultralight underquilt. So that really did the job. So this will take me down to -5 as well. But yeah, it just felt so warm last night. It was incredible considering how cold it was. I've shown you this. So yeah, in here I've got my gas bottle. I put my cup in there as my burner. I've also got an ML6 lens lighter lamp. Yeah, just nice to have a bit of light. There's I think an ML4, which is a bit smaller, a bit cheaper, but I decided to go to the bigger size. I think, yeah, probably would have been okay with a smaller size, but anyway, so that's really good. And yeah, I showed you my ultralight titanium grill, which did the trick with the steak. Yeah, just in here I've got my various fire lighting alternatives here. So I've got the ferro rod, box of matches, got lighter. I've got some cotton balls. Yeah, the cotton balls are brilliant as a tinder. And in this bag here, I had some, as you would have seen, some paper bark, which is really good with lighting fires. No paper bark here, so I just pick it up from where I'm at home. These are useless gloves, so these won't be coming on a trip again. Yeah, plastic, terrible. Yeah, this Barco saw, yeah, really like this. Yeah, it's small, quite light. Yeah, cut through the wood really well. I know a few people have said they're not so happy with it because it's short. I just don't find a problem with that. I've seen people using the silky and the tips break off, and so I'm really happy with that. Gordon Deadman recommended that, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, another torch here. Yeah, it's super bright, Wanderer. Yeah, I don't know, I think 1000 lumen. What's really cool is, you can also plug your phone in and pick up some of the power. Same with the ML6 actually, so it's a good little backup for power as well. But yeah, just super light. I've got this relatively cheap Energizer headlamp. It does a trick, but it's not very bright. I'll probably have a look at one of the LED lenses one stage. Yeah, just more power back up there. I was a bit unsure just how much power I was going to use doing all this filming. So at the, over there I've got a 20,000 whatever it is, that sort of seems to be doing the trick so far. So each of these are 10, so I've probably overstocked on power, but yeah, I prefer to be safe. Yeah, in here I've just got clothes, so probably more than I needed. So I've got 2 base layers here, long johns, and a base layer, merino jumper, which I wore in bed. I've also got a sort of a thicker merino jumper, a beanie. Yeah, but probably more than I need, but still just want to be sure. So yeah, they're quite weighty. In here's my down jacket. So yeah, my backpack down jacket, about 500 grams. Yeah, that sort of packs down reasonably well, and it'll pack down even more when I put it into another bag. So yeah, this has just got various things like tents and cords. Obviously, I haven't taken down the tarp. It's a bit dewy, so I just want it to dry a bit. This is my reading, Australian Bushcraft, thin book. Yeah, the language in it is brilliant. It's obviously written by some hard-ass sort of sergeant major for the army. It's quite old. Yeah, it's got some just some classic language in there. But anyway, I just like to read something before I go to bed. Yeah, I haven't gone too sexy on the plates. I mean, this is really light. Yeah, it does a trick. Hardly costs anything, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. Possibly get a bigger one. The Pathfinder kit. So the burner, the cup, and the bottle, all great. And I've got the holder in my little sundries bag. Yeah, this is the stuff here that goes with the tarp, so I'll pack that up in a minute. Yeah, got some Gorilla tape here just in case. Yeah, probably didn't need this. I've got Stingos and some sun cream and Bushman repellent. Again, it's almost empty anyway, so it doesn't weigh anything. But yeah, I've watched mosquitoes in really bad areas sort of come to land on me after I sprayed this, and they just go away. So I find it really, really effective. Yeah, first aid kit. So I've got all sorts of stuff in there, and snake bandage. Yeah, got my life straw. Yeah, I think these are really good. I filled it up with some water from the river, which is actually, looks quite clear. But yeah, this live straw will hopefully keep out any of the nasties. I bought these. I'd normally actually wear them around the camp, but it's just too cold last night. So yeah, there's no way I was going to put them on. Probably didn't really need to worry about that. Over here, don't know whether you can see, I've got various packs and whatnot. So a lot of these things, I'll actually double pack into these bags, just to sort of keep them safe. It's not going to rain, but anyway, it's the way I fly. All of that goes into an Osprey Talon backpack. So it's 44 litres. I'm forever having to compromise on how much I'm bringing, which annoys me a bit. So I've always got in my mind that I want to get a bigger pack. But then on the other hand, I think, well, if I get a bigger pack, I'll bring more stuff, it'll weigh more, and it'll just be less pleasant. So yeah, this all, when I arrived, was 21 kilos, and that included 4 litres of water. Yeah, I keep saying I'll buy another one, but I don't know that I will, because yeah, just bigger pack, more stuff. I suppose if I was doing multi-day hike, I'd have to. I guess the advantage of getting a bigger pack is I wouldn't have things hanging out. So coming here, I had to pack a few things and have them hanging off the bottom, which is handy to do, but I prefer not to. Anyway, the beautiful thing of this is it weighs 1.3 kilograms, so that's super light. So I'm really betwixt and between on that. Got some side pockets here which are really good. So I've got a compass in there. If you have a pocket knife, multi-function pocket knife. So that's pretty good. I guess the other thing about this is that it's really comfortable. It's got this system here which makes it really easy to use, and it's quite comfortable to carry. Anyway, I'll keep mowing on that. And over here I've got a pack liner and various Cedar Summit waterproof bags just to keep it all together. So don't know if that's of interest to anybody, but that's what I brought with me. So I'll show you some of the other stuff I've got here. So this here is my Bushman's pantry. So I got these at one of the cheap shops. You can get a bunch of them for $2.50 or whatever. And I've got salt, pepper, chili, mixed herbs, steak seasoning. And this little thing was I think $1.50 at the cheap shop. So yeah, nice and light, handy little unit. I've got here just some Powerade. I just need to get the electrolytes happening. What else we've got here? A little bit of port, I'll have that for later. A little bit of oil, some butter, just some Barocca tablets there. I'll have one of them later. Just to replenish the energy. I've taken the little gas canister out, so I've got a tiny little gas canister as a backup, and a little Soto ultralight burner. I've taken them out because I've just left them up there, didn't really want them with a fire. A little bit of garlic, I'll have them with some mushrooms later, and some foil and greaseproof paper, which I'll do the mushrooms in the foil, that'll be all very good. I've got a little handy unit here. Just got a whole bunch of bits and pieces, coffee filters, got a sharpening stone, a couple of spare batteries. I've got the Pathfinder holder there. A Brown's bag, I was going to use that today, but with everything that's gone on, I probably won't. But that's fine. I don't really need water. I bought 4 litres with me, and I've got a live straw with a filter. So that's pretty good. So I'll probably fill that up in the morning for my trip back up. Okay, show you around my setup. That's one of my little luxury that I always bring. Just a little tripod stool. $12 at Mitchell's Adventures in Sydney and presumably Melbourne as well. Only weighs about 300 or 400 grams, but I'm just not comfortable sitting on the ground. So yeah, found this spot last night. Set this up in the dark. It's not probably as torch as it probably should be, but anyway, it's all pretty good. Yeah, so got the straps on, got the hammock all set up with the underquilt, which is yeah, really good. Took a little bit of time to get it adjusted and work it all out, but that's fine. Yeah, I got myself this tent attic, I think they call it. Yeah, I think it's actually quite handy because you just I've put it on the line there. I've got my light on that as well. Yeah, just store some stuff there. You can easily access it during the night if you need it. Yeah, just really handy. Yeah, so got my Mountains Design sleeping bag, really nice. Yeah, and I put my Cedar Summit mattress that's insulated as well. I put that in the thermal bag, and yeah, the sleeping bag liner, and had my down pillow here. Actually, I think I've finally nailed the pillow. Yeah, I've struggled with it all the time. This is new, but yeah, I've got the right amount of air there. It was really comfortable. Anyway, I was so warm in this get up last night. It was phenomenal. I suspect it did get down to 0, or very close to, and I was not cold one little bit. Yeah, great little setup. I probably don't need the bug net, and certainly don't need it this time of year, but yeah, being a bit of a novice, I suppose, gives me that little bit of extra security. But yeah, I just like to be a little bit enclosed, but still out in the open. Yeah, so I've got a ground sheet just to keep things a little bit neat. Probably a little bit smaller than I had wanted, but yeah, it'll do. And yeah, obviously the tarp over the top of it. So really good. I did away with the using the Dima cordage. I just found it really fiddly, particularly at night, and yeah, decided against using it. So I used my my paracord that I bought, and I've got these yeah, great quick release knots. I just find it really fiddly to do those knots with the Dima. That's a taut line hitch, that one, and the other one, I've forgotten what it's called, but yeah, they're recommended by Gordon Dedman, so I use them, and I think they're pretty good. Both quick release, just pull on that, the whole thing collapses. Obviously got the plastic knots there with the you know, twig holding the tarp in there, and around the back, I had put this all the way down. I just felt that was going in a bit into the hammock, so I just put a line to just hold it out a bit. Yeah, look, probably not as taut as it should be, but yeah, I guess it's being weighed down a little bit by the tent attic, but yeah, quite adequate. A little bit of a tip. I don't know if I'm going to teach too many people too many things, being a bit of a novice, but 15 cents, reusable plastic bag. But yeah, I don't know how much water's in that. But yeah, rather than get one of these small leak in there, isn't it? These collapsible buckets. These things weigh bugger all. Yeah, I thought I'd just show you this little setup here. So this is my walking stick, or one of them. I bring two. There's another one just over there. Yeah, so what I've done is I've just drilled a hole and put a bit of rope in there just to make it a bit like I suppose, a ski stick. Yeah, just a straight bit of wood, both of them that I've found. And then the other thing I've done is I've drilled a hole into the top, and from an old tent I've pinched the spike and obviously this protector. And yeah, when I want to use it as a tent pole, I put this in and put the protector in, and then I just take that off and put it in my pack when I'm walking. So yeah, it's just got dual purpose there, which is quite handy. Yeah, have a look at this. I thought I was buying some good quality gloves from Bunnings, but they're plastic. They look like leather. So lesson, read the label. Yeah, look, I thought I could safely pick that up, but there you go.